Welcome back, Sethbling here. Today I want to talk to you about digging, and in particular I want to talk to you about digging down and trying to find a cave without knowing whether or not there's a cave beneath you. Now recently I had the opportunity to participate in the Mindcrack Ultra Hardcore series, and that was a lot of fun. This season they had a rule that you weren't allowed to dig down to look for a cave unless you somehow knew that there was a cave there. Maybe you hear sounds from mobs or something. So the part of the reason for the rule is that it can be kind of boring to make video about, or survival video where you're just digging down the whole time and there's just not a lot going on. Whereas caving is pretty exciting, just using caves to get underground. So they had this rule against digging down if you didn't know that there was a cave below you, or digging down to try and find a cave. So I wanted to do a little bit of analysis to see how long does it take to find a cave on average if you are digging down without the knowledge. Now I picked a spot that I know there is a cave beneath me. This is a common technique that I'm using right now to dig down. I'm digging a too wide path so that at any given time I'm not going to fall through a hole or anything. I know that I will always have solid ground below me. Alright, so it looks like we found a cave here. It's got a torch in it already. I'm just going to pop down, and here we go. It's an abandoned mine shaft. So I wrote a little filter for MCEdit that picked a bunch of random spots in the world and tested if a player was going to dig down with a too wide hole, how far down would they have to go to find a cave on average. And if they don't find a cave before lava level, then let's have the player dig sideways in a 2x1 path like this, and until they do find a cave. So the question is basically, if you don't know where a cave is and you just want to dig until you find one, how long will it take? How many blocks will you have to mine to get there? So I wrote this filter, and you can download it from the link in the video description. And the results are, if you don't know that there's a cave, you just start digging somewhere. So maybe I'll head over somewhere and actually do that. I haven't prepared this part, so I'm just going to pick a random spot, basically. If you do that, you're going to spend an average of about 150 blocks before you find a cave. So 150 blocks. Oh, sometimes it's a lot less though. Looks like I found a cave right away. 150 blocks takes about 2.5 minutes to mine, because each block takes about a second. Anyway, that's the average. Now the median, which means, well, the median is 72, which means 50% of the time it'll take 72 blocks or less to mine your way down to a cave. Now 72 blocks is only 36 layers if you look at your Y level. So you're not even hitting lava level over half the time. And I actually calculated the percentage of the time that you do hit lava level and are forced to dig sideways, and that percentage is 40%. So 40% of the time you're going to have to dig sideways, 60% of the time you don't have to dig sideways, and you can just by digging down you'll find a cave. So these kind of inform how long it'll take, and just how long you can expect to be wasting if you are looking for a cave that way versus looking above ground, because a lot of the time it can actually take that long to find even a cave entrance above ground, and then you have to find a cave that actually goes deep down into the earth and stuff like that. So so yeah, you can download the filter and check out the code for yourself if you want to see how it's running the test. It basically just picks a bunch of random spots. Now I run another filter, and I'll show you what that does in a moment here. Alright, so to show you what this other filter does, I have a bunch of test cases. So on the left side here, I've got, or I guess maybe I'll look at it from this way. On the right side then, on the right side I've got the controls. So these are supposed to simulate sort of instances of ores being on the ground or in the walls. So if I look under here, I can see there's some diamond hidden away behind this stone. There's also some diamond underneath the water here. There's behind this dirt, there's some diamond, and then behind this coal, there's some diamond. So that's what we got here. There's diamond in all of these. Now over here, I've run a filter on all these, and the filter is supposed to remove hidden veins of ore. So if I remove this stone, we can see there's no diamond underneath any of here, whereas there were 4 diamond here. And the idea is that any ores that you can't see from the walls of a cave or the floor or ceiling of a cave or just exposed to the air will get removed. So these diamonds were not exposed. You had to mine through stone in order to get to them. Those were removed. But you can see if it's hidden by water, that's fine because that's still visible. Dirt is something that's easy to clear, so a lot of people will clear away a lot of dirt. So the dirt actually doesn't keep the diamond from being, or yeah, I guess doesn't prevent the diamond from being visible. So it doesn't remove the diamond in that case. And then same if there's another ore. This ore is stuff you'll want to clear away, and so the diamond stays there. So these are kind of simplistic cases, but if you have a cave wall and you tunnel from one cave to the next, you might accidentally run into ores, and that would be a good thing. But if you're trying to discourage tunneling for the sake of branch mining in order to get ores, then this filter will help you out. And this has been kind of a point of contention in ultra hardcore in particular. You have people tunneling even though that's kind of discouraged, and they'll run into resources like this, and then it's kind of, well, were they, they were tunneling, but so should they keep the thing? Well, yeah, I mean, they ran into it, they still got it and everything. So this is just kind of a little experiment to see, can we do anything about that? And so this filter works. Now I've talked to some of the members of Mindcrack about this, and I don't think they're going to use this filter because it really is taking the game farther away from vanilla, and UHC is supposed to be very close to vanilla, just with one small modification that you can't heal normally. So I don't think they're going to use this, but if you're making your own UHC server and you maybe don't have people who you trust or who you think will not branch mine, this can be a way to take away all the advantage of branch mining, so that caving is really the only way to find the ores. So yeah, again, you can download this filter too. This is called Remove Hidden Veins, and you just run it on your entire world, and it will remove all the veins that aren't visible by a cave. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.